Hey everybody out there in Facebook land, so here is the video that you have all been waiting for. This one right here is the Beans and the Cornbread that I was telling you guys about in the very beginning. I'm going to load it. It's coming. You guys stick around, stay tuned. Well, you've waited, you've viewed, you've commented, so here's your video. I've been holding this back for the last 4 days. It's been driving me crazy. I wanted to bring it to the forefront from the very beginning, and I wasn't able to because I needed to get some traction. And that traction was the 118,000 views that I have on these videos that I've been talking about this situation. And now we're there. We got the traction. It ain't about the money, folks. This video right here, you're going to want to go get your popcorn. You're going to want to go get your drink, whatever you need, because it's going to be about 5 minutes. I'm going to lay out some things, and you guys are going to be... You're going to be questioning a lot of things once you finish this video. So here you go. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is the exploitation of incapacitated adults. In the United States, it is illegal to exploit and video a incapacitated adult for the purposes of filming their disabilities that leads to profit and financial gain for the filmmaker without written consent from the incapacitated adult or their legal parent, guardianship, whoever, caretaker that has that over them, okay? So, I strongly and firmly believe, and so do a lot of other people that I've talked about with this over the last couple of days privately, that Betty Whitaker does not have legal guardianship over Timmy and Ray and Lorraine. If she does, good on her. But Betty Whitaker better have, and so should Patrick, and so should Eric, and so should Mark, a written, signed, notarized document stating that she gives them exclusive written consent to film those individuals and their disabilities. Ray Whitaker has no clue that he has been filmed with a camera and it is put on Facebook and TikTok and YouTube and X and all these platforms, and that these people have made millions of dollars off of these videos, and that Patrick and Eric has made whatever, speculated $60,000 to $100,000, asked for donations to build a house and all of that. Now, before I get into this, I'm going to read you guys something. I'm going to say this. This is the disclaimer, okay? I genuinely feel like that Mark wanted to show the world what's going on down here in Odd, West Virginia, and some of the disabilities that people have in these families. Okay, all right, it's a documentary. I genuinely believe, just like Patrick said in his video last night, he just wanted to make them movie stars, and that's it. He didn't care about nothing else. He wanted to make them rich and make them movie stars because he wanted something for them that he didn't have. And I genuinely believe that Eric and these other people that are getting involved had good intentions. And, yes, there was money involved. From the beginning, they all said, whoa, we can make a whole bunch of money off of this. We can help them out in the meantime, and everybody's going to get rich and famous off of this, okay? Because it is viral. It is all over the whole entire world. So, yeah, okay, great, good intentions. Money's involved. So, does Betty have guardianship over them? Does Mark have an exclusive signed master agreement with Betty to film them? Does Patrick? Because if you don't, guess what? Too late, because you ain't going to be able to find a notary around here that's going to backdate that shit to 2-3 years ago for Mark or 3 months ago for Patrick and Eric. And if you do, you're opening up a can of worms that you do not want to get involved in, trust me, because the state boys are on this. And when they find out what I'm talking about tonight, I'm sure they're not stupid. I'm not calling out the state police for not knowing this, or anybody else. I'm bringing awareness to you guys, to Facebook. If the state police is already doing this, then good on them. So as I was saying, I wanted to get into that real quick. It's illegal. However you want to slice it, it's illegal to film an incapacitated adult who doesn't have the mental capacity or the physical capacity to agree to being filmed for the purpose of exploiting their disability for profit. Now, when I go into this, I'm going to read this. This is straight off of Google AI. This isn't speculation. I'm going to read this straight off of Google AI. I'm going to get into this and I'm going to close it out. The charges can include felonies for exploitation, invasion of privacy, elder abuse, and depending on the jurisdiction, the specific nature of the exploitation can lead to other charges. Prosecutors can file state-specific laws that protect individuals and vulnerable adults from abuse and exploitation in said videos, and they would need to prove that the defendant knowingly used the incapacitated person, their situation, and their handicap and disability for a profit. Okay? Financial exploitation is a whole nother thing where you go and you try to get a person who's mentally incapacitated to give them your property or their cars or whatever. And I don't think that's happened with them so far. So we're not even going to get into that element of it. There's different amounts of money that, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 to the degree of felonies. There's also civil lawsuits that can be brought by the family and the guardians, the legal guardians and the family of the Whitakers against Patrick and Eric and Mark and all these other people that have actually used their images and likeness for the profit and for gain, exploitation of their disabilities, and that there could also be some mental stuff going on there, like some mental abuse. But mostly what I want to focus on tonight is the felony element or the criminal element of filming them without their written consent or their guardianship's written consent. Additionally, you have invasion of privacy. An incapacitated person cannot consent to being filmed, especially not for public, for profit purposes. The act of filming them can be an invasion of privacy, and distributing the video without their consent would be a violation by distributing their disability out to the world, i.e. telling the world like the ailments that Ray has from the doctor's office is a HIPAA violation. Intentional infliction of emotional distress, court may find that's taken place. And a critical factor here is that in these cases, the victim's lack of capacity to consent to exploitation, statutes are designed to protect individuals with the lack of sufficient understanding or capacity to make and communicate responsible decisions concerning their persons or property. If a person is incapacitated, they cannot legally agree to participate in being filmed or have their image used for profit, making the actions of the exploiter illegal. So, closing out, Ray, Timmy, and Lorraine have been viewed by millions of people from Patrick Rourke's videos and their disabilities. And yeah, he was going out and buying them clothes and teaching them this and teaching them that and showing them how to fish and shoot machine guns and blah, blah, blah. But he made a whole lot of money. And Timmy, no way he consented. No way Lorraine consented. No way that any of those people consented down there on a written legal document that, yes, you can film me for profit. And I really don't believe that there's a document anywhere that Betty signed saying that you can film my incapacitated people that I'm guardianship or caregiver over. And if there is, hey, I'll eat my words. But as of now, that's what the state police needs to look into. That's what you guys need to share this video, comment, like it, show it to your friends and family, and ask them their opinions. Who has guardianship over the Whitakers? Where's the document? We want to see the document. Legal document, not backdated, not ex post facto, not retroactive, right now, that was signed when this shit started. Who signed the document saying that you can film them for a profit? Because if you don't have that, somebody going to jail.